Hello, my name is Makai Munoz, and for this week's discussion, we're supposed to be reflecting on David French's lecture called Jesus Loves Your Political Enemies in America Need to Love Them Too. French's talk focused mainly on the importance of civility in politics and the responsibility of Christians to model a healthier political culture. One of his central points was that we cannot rely on political leaders or policies to fix division, and he says there's no policy fix for malice or misinformation, and there's no 5-point plan for national harmony. This statement stood out to me because it emphasizes that real change starts with individuals and not necessarily the government. That takes us working together to fix a lot of issues. French calls out on Christians to embrace people across the political spectrum, keeping the Ninth Commandment by avoiding false witness and demonstrating love for political opponents. I found this especially powerful because it reframes political engagement as moral responsibility rather than just a debate about opposing ideas. Loving your political enemies does not mean compromising your beliefs, but it does require having empathy, humility, and having commitment towards the truth and wanting to find the truth. His arguments reminded me that civility is not merely pointless politeness. It's an ethical practice that strengthens communities and builds trust, even when you have disagreements with each other. What I appreciated most about French's talk was his insistence that the church must lead by example, and that he was challenging Christians to create spaces for respectful dialogue and to reject the bitterness and polarization that often dominates public discourse. It reminds me that in my own life, whether online, at school, or in my community, that I have opportunities to act with integrity, listen to others, and engage respectfully, even with those people that I disagree with. Overall, French's lecture highlighted that restoring civility in America's begins at the individual and community level. By practicing truthfulness, empathy, and love towards others, even people with different political opinions than you, we can contribute a healthier and more united and cohesive society. His talk challenged me to think about how I interact with others and how I can be more part of the solution than be part of the problem. And yeah.